Here's another one I want to ask you guys about. Arkansas, because the more I think about Arkansas, like I think we talked about this down in Charlotte. Like I think a lot of it comes down to what you get out of DJ Wagner and what kind of player he decides that he wants to be. Um, because if he decides he wants to try to be the guy that's going to go out there and get you 18 every night, like I don't know how him and Janelle Davis coexist in the same backcourt. I just don't know if it's doable.
Okay,
But
well,
if he buys into the idea, like I'm going to be the head of the snake defensively, I'm going to be a distributor, I'm going to set people up, and I'm going to make sure that guys like Carter Knox and Javon Brazil and Jonas Adu and these other guys kind of get what they need, then it'll work. And I don't know if he's actually capable of doing that. I just Fanta, you got something to say. I don't know what to make of this team with DJ Wagner and with Nelly Davis and with the way
well,
that it's kind of constructed.
when you say what kind of a player does DJ Wagner want to be, it's not up to him. At least
Mm-hmm.
it shouldn't be up to him.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
it's up to the coaching staff to determine who and what a player wants to be. And if a player doesn't want to get coached that way, then no player is worthy of that. Maybe other than 7'4", 300-pound Zach Edey. The fact is, or Cooper Flag. The fact is,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody knows what DJ Wagner is going to be in year two. I thought he showed some flashes. I thought he showed some signs that maybe all that hype could turn into some result. But it's going to be interesting because John L. Davis is the centerpiece of this team. And John L. Davis has accounted for several March Madness wins and is battle tested to a T. Look at the schedule FAU played last year in non-con. So that kid's ready to go to war. Trayvon Brazil, at his best, guys,
Ooh,
is a really, really good player. I mean, he is a dangerous player, explosive off the bounce, and can make things happen at the rim. Jonas Adu, that guy's physical and played for Rick Barnes, and he won't get coached harder in Fayetteville. Sorry, but you're not going to get coached any harder than you just were in Knoxville. But you're right. I mean, the key to this team is to what degree does Davis get help? Now, what do we see out of Carter Knox? And what does Boogie Flan do coming into this program? I think there's a lot of anticipation for Boogie. We all had him on the circuit. We've all seen Boogie play. I love the spring to his game. I love the way he plays the game. I love the energy that he provides when he hits the floor. But it's a freshman, and life can be challenging in that regard. So when we're breaking down these teams, there's a common thread here, and that is it looks like when you look at some of these rosters, a lot of talent, but what happens with the odd man out scenario? And how do you get your best five on the floor and ensure that you continue to go with that best five? Because it felt like last year, like
He didn't play as. Yeah, I agree. Sorry. Yeah.
it felt like last year, it took Cal time to be like, you know what? I got to ride this group now. Like we were all wondering, like, why aren't Reed and Rob Dillingham playing even more?
Yep.
With this team, there shouldn't be as much of that. I also think an X factor is Zvonimir Ivisic, because I think that he's a guy that comes in and showed us last year what he can be. Now, can he do that more game to game?
and like be better?
There's been a lot of promises
Mm-hmm.
at Arkansas, and they all sound very similar. Because I've heard them from different people, from different players, and they all sound eerily similar. Can't everybody be a number one pick now?
Well said.
Well, I will say this, man. Look, in the era of college basketball in 2024, if the check's clear, you better shut the hell up and go out there and pay. Go out there and play.
Yeah, if your job is to be on the bench for $750,000, you better go be happy as shit on the bench.
Be the best bench sitter you can be.
And get yourself ready for whatever's going to happen when you enter the portal next year. But
my behind would be sweating through that chair.